Hello. So yesterday I had a tip of the day, and this tip used the effects send and return 1 and 2, 1 and 2 using being stereo at that point. But you don't have to use 1 and 2 together. But you patch them with a lead, and what that allows you to do is certain things that you are not able to do um, if you've used up the split merge block. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this node out of the way. All right, so in this illustration, we have used a split block and merge block already. So it's pulling down, and I've got this delay here, and this is my Mayer patch. And the thought process behind my Mayer patch is in order to get the tone, that specific tone that somebody wanted, I used this 610 Cali, and I just had one going into the other, and aside from these two, which will just turn off, so the send return is not included here. We're not doing this. You get this tone. Hold on. All right. So now if I turn this speaker off, here's the tone we get. Okay, so both tones, there's nothing wrong with it, but we were trying to mimic what was going on in that live patch. So let's turn this back on and these back on, and understand what we've done here is normally we can go in here and we can do a split AB block, see right here, and it's right now it's an even split, so half the signal goes down and half the signal goes through, right? And we can make little adjustments to this, and more signal goes straight through, and then more signal goes down through, and it will skip that reverb, right? So let's put this back just to the normal Y split, which is a 50-50. 50% goes there, 50% goes there. Well, what we've done here is I have tied this in the controller assigns. Hold on. In the controller assigns, I've just tied it to expression 2, right? And if we look here, and I'll move the pedal back and forth. So here's the scenario. This right here is going straight through. When the mix is completely off, it's going straight through, because right now, so zero mix on here, zero mix will mean it goes straight through. It's not mixing any of the loop in. So this loop is not in the mix. But if I go 100%, it will essentially basically bypass that speaker cab right here. It will basically go around and come back in. So you can see that I could take and move this signal and actually put that signal right up here. It would cause a loop at this point, but if this was going straight out, you could actually take the signal from one path and move it back up, not just go down. You can actually take this and move your signal up doing this method. So some pretty interesting things that you can accomplish, but let me show you what this sounds like. I'll move it back and forth, and you can get a blend. Full on extra speaker cab, full off, it's bypassing the cab, the second cab. Okay, so for illustrative purposes, let's go ahead and move this just straight down to the end. And what you're going to notice, hold on, there, that matches what it was. So what you're going to notice is when this signal is in minimum, you're going to hear the effects, but it will, when I put it on maximum, it will bypass all these effects. So here goes. So you can actually see that there are some huge benefits to doing this that you didn't think about before. You can jump around a loop, see, around this split block, totally bypassing. You can move and just have effects up on one line. There's just so much flexibility that can happen based on having a couple little patch cables that you probably have sitting around in your machine at all times. Then you can add patches based on this, and you can get some interesting subjects. Hey, have a great day. This has been Send and Return In-Depth episode 5. Have a good day.